Okay, so to find the tax of an item, you basically need to only really do 3 steps. The first step is you want to convert your percent into a decimal or fraction, whichever one you prefer. We're going to do the decimal because that's usually the easier one. Your second step is to multiply. And then the last step is you add your tax to the cost of the item and you find the total. Let's take a look at this situation. We have 6% tax on a $14 something, let's say a shirt. So let's try to follow the same 3 steps. First step, you want to convert your percent into a decimal. So the question is, 6% is what as a decimal? And as a reminder, percent means for every 100. So 6% means the same thing as 6 over 100. And as we know in our decimal places, the number after the decimal point, this will be the tenths place, this will be our hundredths place. So if we have 6 over 100, that's the same thing as 0.06. So we're done with step 1. Converted our percent into a decimal. Taking a look at step 2, now we multiply the tax rate with the cost. Keep in mind, the tax rate is now a decimal. So let's take this tax rate and multiply it with our $14 shirt. 14 times 0.06. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is equal to 8. And because this and this number are both zeros, we don't have to do any further. We know that 84 is going to be a part of our answer because if we take a look at this, we move the decimal place over 1, 2 times. Actually, let me redo that. 1, 2 times. We're going to do the same thing over here in our answer. 84 will turn into 0.84. So now we know tax is going to be 0.84 or 84 cents. Now, the third step is occasionally optional. If you want to find the total cost, that's going to be your regular cost of the shirt and the price that you have to pay for tax. So in this case, 14 plus 0.84 is going to give you a grand total of $14.84. And now let's take a look at this next part that a lot of us are still having trouble with. 4.5% tax on a $20 item. So we're going to try to follow the exact same steps. But you might notice a problem over here. Step 1 says we want to convert our percent into decimal, and a lot of you all said 4.5 is already a decimal. Well, this is partially true. The idea is you want to write 4.5, the percent, and convert it to a decimal number. Now, as a quick refresher, this is still a percent. This still means per 100. So 4.5% is the same thing as 4.5 over 100. The thing is though, you really want to write your fractions with whole number numerators and whole number denominators. In this case, we can move over a decimal point once by multiplying by 10 over 10, which gives you 45 over 1000. So if this is our tenths and this is our hundredths, that would make this our thousandths. So in this case, 45 thousandths is the same thing as 0.045. Step 1, done. Step 2, we're going to multiply this real fast. 0.045 times 20. 5 times 20 is equal to 100. 4 times 20 is equal to 0, 8. And we're going to skip these parts because we don't want to multiply zeros. Add these two bad boys up. 0, 0, 9. And because we had to move the decimal point 1, 2, 3 times, we're going to do the exact same thing over here. 1, 2, 3 times. So now we know that the tax rate or the sales tax on a $20 item is 0.90 or 90 cents. If our last step is to add our tax and the cost, sales tax and a $20 shirt will give us a grand total of $20.90.